Hi, my name is Larry Bingelman, and I'm the founder of the Ninth Siddhi. This is the first video in a series of 12. The series is titled The Ninth Siddhi Cosmology. This particular video is titled Adventures in Consciousness, Lesson 1. So let's get started. What is the Ninth Siddhi? Well, the Ninth Siddhi is a psychic development program. Its goal? World peace. This goal is accomplished through very large group meditation. According to consciousness scientists, the Ninth Siddhi will need 75 million people meditating every day in pretty large groups all around the planet in order to bring about a nonviolent world. In order to motivate the 75 million people that it will take to create peace, the Ninth Siddhi teaches Siddhic techniques. The Siddhis taught are remote viewing, taught as an out-of-body experience, and prophetic vision techniques to win state lotteries. Now I know what you're thinking, oh my goodness me, what is the connection between state lotteries, world peace, and transcendental meditation? And what in the world is a Siddhi? Well, in the following 12 video lessons, I hope to connect all the dots for you. I invite you to join me in this consciousness adventure. To start, let's define exactly what a Siddhi is. According to the dictionary, a Siddhi is a spiritual, paranormal, supernatural, or otherwise magical ability. So it's like an attainment, it's sort of like a skill, like golf, or yoga, or playing wide receiver. Something that we work at and develop. A Siddhi is often called a yogic attainment because it is the product of spiritual advancement through meditation, yoga, or now a new technology called hemi-sync, developed by Robert Monroe. Within the Ninth Siddhi movement, though, sometimes psychic power has been used interchangeably with this thing called yogic attainment. An Indian sage named Patanjali wrote a text titled the Yoga Sutras. Scientists believe that these texts were written based on an oral tradition that dates back 7,000 or 8,000 years. They're really old techniques that have been long forgotten until today, when they can be combined with modern technology to bring about world peace. Patanjali's sutras define various siddhis, psychic powers. These siddhis existed long before organized religion developed. The oral traditions were written during the time when Jesus walked the earth. Perhaps Jesus read or listened to the oral traditions and used these spiritual attainments in his ministry. Patanjali wrote about 8 major siddhis. They are knowing the past, present, and future, tolerance of heat and cold, knowing the minds of others, proficiency in the out-of-body state. This Siddhi is rather common today as it's been perfected by Robert Monroe's hemi-sync technology and is taught successfully at his institute. Knowledge of previous births, dying when one desires, eliminating the fear of death, realizing what one desires, levitation of one's body. This also has become a common Siddhi as world competitions are held yearly by the Maharishi University. The Ninth Siddhi is a new Siddhi. It is a modern psychic power. It is a Siddhi born of the new technological age. None of Patanjali's 8 Siddhis use groups to establish a quantum energy field known as Superradiance. 7,000 years ago, it was impossible to organize large groups. And of course, none were used to win lotteries since they didn't have lotteries at the time. But the Ninth Siddhi is most special because we can combine these ancient spiritual psychic powers with modern technologies like social media, intention imprinted electronic devices, hemi-sync technology, and once we have a few million users, artificial intelligence. Consciousness scientists have said, and they've written, when these ancient spiritual powers are combined with modern technologies, an invincible force of nature is created, bringing peace to the world and wealth and abundance to the practitioners. All 9 of the Siddhis serve as roadmaps. They guide us, cajoling us, tempting us towards a higher state of well-being and a life free from the horrors of death. Ancient sages like Patanjali and modern sages like Robert Monroe, they know every step of the way through these strange lands of inner knowledge and spiritual experience. They say that they cannot take us there, but they can certainly show us the way. They show us what to look for, they warn us about missteps, and they tell us what to avoid. They point out any detours, but most important, the sages advise that it is our personal destiny, our duty as human beings to have this adventure. Everything else in our lives is secondary. All of the old and modern sages insist that we belong to this magical Siddhic world of out-of-body experiences, mystical realms, entities, and transcendence. These higher, or maybe I should say wider, states of consciousness, that's our native land. It's our human birthright. We're not cabin dwellers, born to a life, cramped and confined to our body, and mundane sense perceptions. We're not school shooters. We're not terrorists. We're not angry politicians inciting violence. That's not who we are. We were born to explore the universe, to push the limits of our human potential. In the Ninth Siddhi, the world of sense perception, that's our base camp. That's where we start. But using the knowledge gained from the Siddhis and technological advancements, we travel to the summit and live in a world of joy, love, and wealth. Join me today in this beautiful cosmic adventure. Thank you for listening.